I'm Martin Weatherhead. I'm a weaver. I've been weaving here in West Wales for the last 43 years as snail trail hand weavers. I've been making rugs, silk scarves and wall hangings, and teaching. When I read the Mabinogion for the first time 30 years ago, I was particularly struck by the images. The Mabinogion is a series of ancient Welsh tales and legends and associated romances, and the image that particularly caught me was Peredur. Peredur's father and 6 brothers were killed in battle, so his mother brought him up in the woods to avoid violence. A chance encounter with 3 knights led him to King Arthur's court. He dressed himself up in sticks and twigs and a saddle made of twigs because he didn't know any better. And so they were a little bit disparaging of him dressed up like that. He did the normal chivalric tasks of defeating bad knights, rescuing maidens and killing dragons. And on his journeys he came across a river valley with woodlands on either side and flat meadows. On one bank there was a flock of white sheep and on the other a flock of black sheep. And if a white sheep bleated, a black sheep would cross the river and change colour. And if a black sheep bleated, a white sheep would cross the river and change colour. On the river bank was a tall tree, from crown to root, 1/2 flames and 1/2 green with leaves. Clearly a magic valley, and an image that just cried out to be woven. I read this as a story, with images that just leapt off the page. Living in West Wales, the landscape ties in with the stories very well, and in fact a lot of the design that I've made incorporates the local features. Just looking down from our field you can see a wooded valley. The River Tyvi is hidden, but it's down there. Looking at Wales in general, I think West Wales has the most fabulous wooded valleys, so yes, it could easily have been here. It could have been the Keech Valley, it could have been the Tyvi Valley, it could have been the Gwaun Valley. I've always loved medieval tapestries, with their illustrations of events and their background of mille fleurs, thousands of flowers. And the medieval period, in fact, was when the Mabinogion was first written down. It's one of the first manuscripts in Welsh. And so a medieval tapestry would be ideal to illustrate a medieval book. In making the design, I framed it with all the major trees that you get in Britain. So there's oak, ash, beech and Scots pine, and an apple tree as a symbol of temptation. I've chosen all local wildflowers growing in the foreground. To get all the colours for the various flowers that I was doing, I needed to hand dye the yarn. And altogether I used 49 different colours, 10 of which were greens for the leaves and the grass. Keen botanists will notice that the flowers on the left are generally neutral, whereas the flowers on the right are mostly poisonous. The symbolism of the sheep is also going from light to dark and dark to light. The design has a border with words describing the story, Welsh on the top, English on the bottom. The calligraphy is based on that in the White Book of Rhydderch, which is in the National Library in Wales. The tapestry is 2 metres by 4 metres and has taken 4 years to make. After weaving, edges are knotted, slits sewn up, and Velcro attached to the top edge. The first time anybody sees the whole tapestry is when it's unrolled.